Hi, Professor. For business strategy analysis, we as a team, me, myself, Divya, and Praneeth and Crystal, choose RBC as our company. RBC is well known for the banking, and yeah, it's called as Royal Bank of Canada. Let's look into the history of the RBC. And RBC was founded in 1964 in Halifax, and the headquarters is located in Toronto with overall 70 million clients and overall with the 98,000 plus employees. Initially, RBC was started as a letter form, which has the information of the commentary of the financials and economic matters. It was launched in April 1920. Later on, it was converted into an long, general interest essays, where people can know what around the world and them on their own lives. And the main agenda and the services provided by the RBC were the commercial banking, personal wealth management, insurance, capital market, and with a strong focus on digital transformation and innovations. Let's look into what the business model the RBC use. Generally, they use as a client-focused financial models. They generally use all type of AI-driven tools like budgeting tips, etc. And they have 24/7 banking services, online services, and even the ATM services. So people can find the ATMs nearby at any place, and they can trust the money on them. And customers are trusted on their details, where it has a strong cyber security measures. It talks with the AI and everything like associated with different types of companies. They took parts mainly in the banking, investing, and insurance. And let's look into then competitive environment and analysis. Many of the competition for the RBC are the TD, Scotiabank, and BMO. Those are all well-known banks. And which comes to the financial, there is Neo and Wealth Simple. The main disadvantages was coming from every platform is using the same kind of services, which had a head-to-head competition while providing the services. So RBC should be more advanced and become more pro in providing the online insurance and pushing them continuously to be more innovative. This will be more competitive for the RBC. And let's look into the revenue model. Revenue model approach, like generally they use was that getting the income, generate income from multiple sources, not only for the single one like financial loans like we discussed before. And when it comes to Protefol, it itself develops the other services like interest incomes, and which gives loans, credit cards basically on the students. Like many of our students, like international students, depends upon either RBC or CIBC for the GIC installments and everything, which has a great turnover for them. And when it comes to trading and cooperative finances, RBC itself includes this at the top place, where it generates more capital market compared to the BMO, where it was not a local Toronto branch, as a BMO was a Montreal one, but RBC runs top compared to the Scotia and TD. And what comes across the size of market opportunity, generally what is the size of market opportunities means total potential customers and a revenue business, and a revenue with business generates in a specific industry or a market. Like if you take the RBC, we have competition of TD, Scotiabank, and any others. What kind of revenue income generates compared to the other banks, that comes as the size of the market. And RBC leads the growing adoption of the digital banking using number of mobile first users. Like we said, like the services were through mobile, online is topmost. Like if you have any concern or about billing or credit card, anything, you can call in the midnight. The customer services are available to answer, which was really helpful for the customers to get along with the bank and trust them. And this will increases the trust and loyalty towards the customers. And the next topic, the unique digital features, will be explained by my friend Praneeth.
Hello, my name is Praneeth. Let me walk you through the unique digital features of RBC. So, well, RBC does really well in digital banking, and to make them stand out, they use the first one, which is personalization and AI. So it uses AI systems like Atom. It's built by them and for them, and it is used across 15 different products to give the customers personalized recommendations. And they also have AI assistants. So the first assistant is RBC Assist, which 27,000 employees use it, and the other one is Aiden. 8,000 people use it in their capital markets. And how how much time does it save? So basically it saves around 20,000 human hours each year, which is very huge. And the second is the ubiquity and platform capability. So this it's a fancy way of saying that RBC is banking is available everywhere, not just inside their app. And they have something called RBC Lumina. It's their internal data and AI platform. They also have money market API, so which lets other businesses add their RBC payments and directly into their own system. So basically, it's like at a time they can do $25,000 through Interact e-transfer. So, and yeah, the third one is a loyalty ecosystem. So basically, in the start of this year, which is in March, RBC partnered with a company called Hoppers just to promote to power the Avian uh, rewards travel card, and that's a big deal. So basically, this card it gives you prizes, insights, so you know that you're having a good deal. And so these numbers are impressive because this partnership brings in 6 billion in travel sales, and it reaches around to 110 million cardholders around the world. And now let's talk about the current digital marketing activities that RBC is indulged in. So they have five major activities as of now. So first one is the brand campaign, which is run by a celebrity. So they hired an actor named Will Arnett. He is you might know him from the TV shows such as Arrested Development. So the campaign is basically the real people over fads. So RBC is trying to represent themselves trustworthy and steady compared to the other competitors such as Coinbase and EQ Bank. The second is the student acquisition campaign. So basically, it's this campaign runs from Feb of this year to till June of this year. So it's basically if you're a student and you get a $100 bonus for doing simple things such as setting up auto deposit, Interact auto deposit, or using your virtual debit Visa cards, or just setting up a direct deposit. So this is you just get $100 bonus. So it's a smart way of the bank to get the students into their door. So yeah, you can add that to the current digital marketing. And the third one is basically the business to business content marketing. So in this, the bank RBC promotes their Pay Edge and Move Money API through article publications called Canadian Government Executive. Why do they do this? Because government decision makers, they read that application and they are targeted to reach the right people as well. So the fourth one is basically loyalty program marketing. So I've told you earlier as well that the new Avian Rewards travel platform, the one I've mentioned earlier regarding that they're partnered with Hopper Group. So they're pushing this through the email campaigns, social media, and in app messages as well. And the fifth one is AI thought leadership. So RBC announced their AI group in Feb of this year. It was recently announced that this announcement is really big because they're going to position themselves as the number one bank in Canada for their AI maturity, and it's a good thing. And it's not only marketing to the customers, but also it is to the investors, partners, and top talent who would like to work in an innovative company. So it's a plus point for them as well. And to finish my thing off with is I'm going to talk about the e-commerce trends of RBC. So first one I've mentioned earlier as well, it's personalization. So that AI tool called NOMI. So it's basically it analyzes customers' behavior to give budget tracking, saving tips, and spending insights. This builds long-term loyalty. And the second one is the omni-channel integration. So here what happens is that customers can start a transaction online and finish it in the branch, or they can use a mobile app anywhere as it's seamless and consistent enough. And the third one is convenience and automation. So bill payment reminders, online check transfers, and automated savings, all these features that drive digital adoption and keep customers engaged. Now I'm going to hand over it to Crystal. She's going to take over.
I'm going to talk about digital marketing analysis. RBI uses multi-channel digital marketing strategy. What that means is they use multiple channels for their digital marketing. One of those is social media marketing, where they do it to Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Talking about content marketing, they do it to blogs and articles. They send out credit card offers and loan recommendations for email marketing, and they send out saving tips and personalized offers for paid digital advertising. They also have their mobile app engagement. The next topic that I'm going to talk about is proposed digital strategy. Here the target consumers are Gen Zs and young millennials around 18 to 30. The profile here is to eliminate the traditional salesy stereotype banks that all the banks have, but rather to be more transparent and to promote financial literacy amongst Gen Zs and young millennials. The pain point is their competitors in fintech. For example, Wealthsimple, Coho, and EQ. Gen Z is more diverted towards these banks because they have lower fees and they're also super user friendly for beginners. So Gen Z likes something that's easier, so hence they would opt to go to these banks. The opportunity here is because they are on open banking, it enables RBC to reduce the switch costs and possibly keep the students for a longer time before they transition to the fintech. The marketing goal is to increase the primary bank by 15% at least by April of 2027. Now I'm going to talk about the digital tactics. The first one is gamified financial literacy, also known as the Quest feature. The location for this Quest feature will be the RBC mobile app itself. Talking about the description, so basically everyone knows what Duolingo is. It creates a sense of achievement amongst Gen Zs because they have to learn a certain word or a certain sentence and take tests based on that every single day, which creates a sense of achievement for Gen Zs, and they really like that. So something around these lines where every user would have their achievements on their banking app. Like for example, I want to save for a car, I want to save for a house, I want to pay my student loans. So for that, if I make a purchase of $22, I could choose to round it up to 25, and the $3 would go towards the savings, and also a section that shows you how much you've accomplished and how much is left to accomplish for your goals. This would help support the business model by increasing the number of daily active users, and it will provide cross-selling. It will also increase the financial literacy, and it will help use higher end financial products over time. It also integrates with the existing Avion reward points. Now talking about the second tactic, it's called as the micro influencer, that is the real money, real talk campaign. The platform that will be used here is TikTok and Instagram Reels itself. So what is this about? It's RBC will partner with 20 to 30 Canadian micro influencers that promote lifestyle, finance, as well as the student niche. Here, basically these influencers will help promote like a financial audit of their bank itself, and talk about how it is helping them achieve their saving goals and how it is helping their purchase behavior. This is mainly because Gen Zs and millennials would not refer or would not just buy something based off an ad or invest in something based off an ad, but they would rather listen to real like a real person's feedback on a particular product and then go from there. So that would really help RBC. The alignment with this is it will help create peer referral, and UGC will drive the student's account acquisition based on the distribution of promotional codes. How it will help support business model is it will help establish a brand's presence amongst Gen Zs, and this will lead to higher purchase consideration. The next is it will help brand building within the Gen Zs because it will likely reduce the switching cost. The last one is the UGC creates cost-free as well as shareable marketing materials. Now I'm just going to summarize what me and my colleagues have told in this entire presentation. The first is business model. Their model is banking, wealth, insurance, capital markets. Talking about how they generate their revenue, it's through interest, fees, wealth management, and AV and reward points. Their e-commerce strengths is the AI platforms that they have, that is Nomi and Atom, as well as the automation. Digital marketing, they do it through social media, email, content, paid ads, as well as mobile apps. Tactic 1, as I said, it's called gamified quests within the RBC app, and as well as the Avion reward points. Second tactic is real money, real talk, where they'll use the help of micro influencers. And the bottom line is to make banking fun, to keep it real, and to win Gen Zs before the fintech companies do. Thank you.